Did you know that according to research, only around a third of small businesses use a business plan? Now, that may not be surprising to many of you, considering two-thirds of us aren't using them, right? But I think the problem is that it's been presented in such a complex way with different words like, oh, I don't know, organizational structure, market analysis, executive summary, words that make a lot of people's eyes glaze over because, hey, most small business owners don't have business degrees and they weren't formally trained in those areas. However, I do still believe that a business plan can really help you because if you don't have one, then how do you know if you're on the path to where you want to go? How do your people know that they're helping you get where you want to go? And then obviously, if you do have one, then you've got people that have a unified um, vision with you and everyone's rowing in the same direction. So, what I'd like to do is capture the essence of the purpose of business planning at a high level so that then you can maybe be a little bit more confident and excited about creating a business plan for 2025. Do you ever feel that little nagging feeling like there's a better way to run your business, but you're either too busy to change or you just don't know where to start? I'm Kyle Barr, and I help contractors like you break free from that hamster wheel. My entire life has been in the contracting space, from working in my family's electrical business from a young age to spending the last decade building a multi-million-dollar contracting franchise where I was deeply involved in every stage, from working alongside the sales teams to ultimately designing the systems and leading the consultants who guided owners to achieve nearly 90 million in sales. Now I'm bringing that same expertise to you. So if you're ready to boost your profits, create a happier, more productive team, and finally become the leader that you know you can be, stick around. So to make business planning a lot more easy to grasp and understand with all the different parts and how they all connect together, but also show you how impactful it can be, I like to use an analogy. So if you would take a short mental journey with me, and I want you to imagine it's a few hundred years ago, and you're the steadfast captain of a trade ship preparing for a new journey. Now, the first thing that we're going to want to know is well, what does the captain want? What does the captain want to get out of this journey? Once we understand what that is, then we're going to look out across the ocean and try to find what ports have what it is that we need. And once we understand what that is, then we need to know what they need so that we can determine if we have something of value that we can provide to them in exchange to get what we want. And once we've figured out what that match is, then what we're going to want to do is understand the course, right? We want to be able to understand, are there any storms along the way? Are there any currents or are there any prevailing trade winds that are going to carry us to our destination? Are there any other boats out there in the sea? Is that our competition trying to get to those ports as well? Are there pirates out there? Are there threats? Are there people that we can learn from out there on the seas, right? And then finally, we want to look at our boat, right? We want to look at our boat and we want to say, hey, is that boat seaworthy? Is it really well suited for this journey? Will we have enough resources to make it along our path? And are the people that are on that boat, is our crew, are they in the right positions? And do they want to go where we're going, right? Do they want to go to that destination? And of course, as the captain on that boat, you're going to need a set of tools yourself. You're going to need a map so that you can continue to review the course and ensure that you're on it. You're going to need to have a compass to be able to determine what direction you're pointed at any given time. You're going to need a telescope so you can peer out across the horizon and see anything that might be coming, whether it be getting close to the destination, other pirates, other or pirates out there on the water, and any competition. And then, of course, you want to have your agreement with the crew, the agreement that they've signed that says this is the conduct and behavior that uh, they're going to demonstrate while on this journey. So, as you're looking at all these things, are you starting to kind of draw some connections between how all this works and how it relates to business planning? Okay, so now how does all this connect? Well, I'm going to show you how elements of business planning connect to the same way that you may prepare for a journey across the ocean in trade. So, Captain, let's first take a look at where the captain wants to go. That's your vision and your goals. And your vision and goals, they really need to be clear because that's the start of the whole plan. That's what the plan is driving toward, and that's what ultimately can inspire the crew to want to help you get there, right? They need to know, where are we going? Now, when we look over here to our port destination and where we're going to be trading, you may have already caught on, but that's our target market. We need to know everything about these people, and we need to know what it is that they need so that we can provide them something that's valuable in exchange for what it is that we want. When we look at the entire ocean, the broader ocean, we really see that it's the market in general. That's the external side of our business. And when we really look at business planning in general, I kind of really think of it in three buckets. We have our internal elements, our external elements, and then the plan itself, right? So when we look at the internal or the external elements, we've got our demand, the market need, right? We've got the supply, which is oftentimes our competition. We've got knowledge out there. We've got new technology, and we've got networking opportunities. And these are our opportunities and threats. And the list can go on and on, right? Next, what we have, we're going to look over at our boat. Well, guess what? Your boat is your business. So your business is made up of systems and processes, the resources, right? The crew, okay? And what your offering is, right? What we're offering in exchange for what it is that we want. And then finally, the captain's tools, well, they're the business plan, right? That's the mission and vision all wrapped up. It's the core values, which kind of line up with the agreement that you would have with your crew as to their conduct on that journey. Your market strategy, which is the path that you're going to take through the market to get to where you want to be, and your priorities and your metrics, as well as your targets, okay? So as you can see here, it all kind of makes a lot more sense when you look at it as compared to an analogy like this, and you can hopefully take some feelings of confidence from this and understanding, okay, business planning isn't that big of a deal. It's just something that I really need to do, and a good business plan can keep you on track in the right direction, inspiring your employees to take you to where you want to go. So what I'd hope for you to do now is being, again, it's the third month of Q3, take a step back, look at your calendar, and go ahead and put it on your calendar to put your plans together for 2025 and assemble your advisors that are going to help you in this journey.